Presents Thursday night of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, and what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
It's been a while since MP has been challenged to tally more assists than his opponents. How would you rate his progress so far?
And the effort's been there, but the results have not. Sometimes the offense has been a bit rushed or settled for low percentage shots. MP still has some time to ramp up his efforts here. We'll see if he can improve.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Jaime Jaquez, all out there with Z. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Walker in at the 3. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Darko Rajakovic.
I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Wagner outside. Here's Dillingham, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Porzingis against Adebayo. Over Porzingis. No good off the back of the rim. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Knocked away. Jaquez with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
So he gets them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Dillingham. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Ball. Excellent D there from Ball. Pass to Adebayo. Over Porzingis. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Walker against Wagner. Here's Podziemski. The Magic again can't hit.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now, arguably, a top 25 player.
1:44 left in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Porzingis with a screen on Ball. Podziemski's shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Z. To the wing on the left. For 3. Good on the triple.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make some adjustments.
Substitution on the court.
second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Z, good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Lou Dort out there with the Coral. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And there's Porzingis. And it's Gilliard in at the point guard position. What's is out there for Orlando? A three from Porzingis. Jaquez with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against the Wizards put on a show. He scored an amazing number of points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
To the middle, here's Dort. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Dort's got his first points of the night.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Pass to Larson. Here's Z. He's defended by Pajemski. Z, good. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Dort. Wagner kicks to Okoro. Puts up a deep three. A rebound by Mitchell.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Christie. Sinks the triple. Christie's got the lead up to 14 now for the Heat.
Boy, I like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Outside, Dort. Back to Pajemski. And it's Miami with the rebound. Jaquez has got his 5th rebound in this one. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Orlando making some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Dillingham subbed in for Dort. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he drives in. Mobley outside. Will it go? Rebound by the Heat. Last time they met was in Miami.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
52 seconds left to play here in the half. And it's Wagner missing. The Heat leading by 18. It's tipped and stolen by Wagner. Pass to Okoro. Dillingham with it. Orlando moving the ball around. Goes up the baseline. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Dillingham's got 6.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Z. Fires for 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
And so it's Miami with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for them.
This is the kind of selfless effort you love to see. They bought it into the game plan. They're moving the ball around, playing.
And now, time to glance at the power rankings. Thanks for joining us. Now let's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Jaime Jaquez, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Walker. Then there's Z, and it's Ball in at the point guard. The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw fouls.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Inside. Here's Z. He's defended by Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adebayo. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And how about we check the numbers for him?
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight. Here's a look at some stats for Z. His last 10 games have been exceptional, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. The Magic trail by 14. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Adebayo. Over Porzingis, and it's good for 2. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he just battles hard in the post. Bam doesn't need a clean look to convert from that range.
Here's Dillingham. No good from outside.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And Walker kicks the ball. Let's go. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's 6 points for Bam Adebayo. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Podziemski. He's covered by Ball. Podziemski with it. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Another miss by Orlando.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Good on the three-point shot. 16 points for Z.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the paint. Here's Wagner. That one's off. Still out of sync.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Z can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 21. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
A minute 20 left in the third. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Okoro's checked in for Orlando. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Miami. They've got their eye on. Changes here for the Heat. Christie comes in for Walker. And C subbed in for Ball.
Again, for the 407 next team.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Z, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
We've got Brandon Pajemski. Lou Dort out there with Mobley. Then it's Okoro. And it's Wagner in at the 2 guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. Pass to Christie. Good ball movement here by Miami. Z. No good with the triple. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Now, here's Okoro. Up top, Wagner. Pocket 6. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Mitchell. The finish. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Down low. It's deflected. And another basket for Miami.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Drills it from outside. Pajemski's got 4 this quarter.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Here's Z. For the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Z's got 22 points.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Buries the long-range jumper. Pajemski's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Magic. From the wing. The offensive rebound. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 4. Here's Z. Off target from outside. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Heat.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game will push their win total now up to 53.
And I felt like by making those sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series now. This win will move them to 2-0 on the season with 2 left to play against Orlando.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Z.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Good on the second free throw. So it's Orlando now. It's to Porzingis. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drops in the layup for 2.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Here's Mobo, covered by Kersey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And here are the Heat now. Here's Z. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Now Dillingham. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all